Computer wouldn't start. It was just like a blank screen, which is not good. Hi, how are you, Kalani? How have you been? How's the baby? Hi, Grounded. Good morning, good morning. Are we still not working? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tag a bunch of people that want to be tagged when I go live. And then I'm going to tag a bunch of people who have open bins. Because I have a bunch of open bins right now. And I'd love to get all those cleared out today. Oh, they grow so fast. No, I don't have anything for you, Kalani. You're clear. Good morning. How are you, Deuce? I think I'm about to tag you. Yeah, I just sent you a message back, Mandy, right before I hopped on here. I always appreciate you checking. I don't mind at all. All right. So if you got tagged, you got some stuff on hold. If you didn't remember, no worries. Let me know. I'll show you what you got. If you still want it, you just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to put it away. Make some room. Oh, no, I didn't. Hey, Lila. Hi, Granny. Hi, Arrowleaf. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I woke up with a migraine, so I'm a touch groggy. The migraine's gone, but I got the fog. And so I feel like I'm functioning really slow. Okay. I thought wow. I know. I think, well, the weather's so crazy. I don't usually get migraines tied to weather, but I think that's what this one was. It's just like, it's going to be like 70 degrees today and like 20 tomorrow. Can you help me? I didn't realize I didn't get these bins ready for the show. Oh, okay. So that would be awesome if you could help me. Well, thanks for coming. All right, you guys. Oh. We're going to do gemstones today. I can talk while I do this. That's okay. We're going to do gemstones today. I got a few new things that I haven't had before. Actually, just 2 new things. But I did get a restock on a bunch of things that I had in September. So, those are ready for today. I don't know where my helper went. She was like, yeah, I'll help, and then she left. We're doing bundle show if you haven't been in my shows before. If there's something you want, you just say me in the chat. I will start you a basket. When you're ready to check out, you let me know. I do ask that you guys cash out on your baskets today. If you need something different than that, just message me and let me know. We can work something out. Wow, I know this weather, right? It's been wild. Persnickety, hello, hello. Oh, you want to check out now? You can do that, Arrowleaf. Yeah, whenever. No rush during the show, but just today so we can get things done. All right. What kind of can I have that? I already did it. I needed you right then. Oh, you did it. Yeah. That's why I said, can you come right now, please? Head pins. King Brenda. Let's see. I'm not planning on doing metals today, but I don't have a ton of head pins anyway. Let's see. Meaning, I think I could just show you real quick what I have, because it's not a lot. I am trying to work on that. Thank you. The problem is well, maybe it's not a problem. I'm pretty particular when it comes to head pins. And I don't like them to be crazy expensive, but that's a tricky balance. All right, let's see. What do I have? Let's do these real quick. Mandy, no, I'm not going to be able to do smaller melons today. If you want to see what you missed, you can rewatch it on YouTube, and I can send you a link to your listing later after you've had a chance to look at that. We could do that. But no, I won't have a chance to do smaller melons today. Whoops, what is going on here? Sorry, guys, I really am in a fog, which is not so typical for me. All right, King Brenda. I'm just trying to see, because I know I don't have a lot of any of these left. Okay, I do have a couple options I can show you. All right, these are Beadalon head pins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just groggy. I woke up with a migraine, and then it was like a weird, it was weird. And then I took a migraine pill, and it's lingering funny, but I'm okay. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I have these. I have 2 packages of these. $5. 72 pieces. This is a silver plated head pin, and looks like they're 2 inches long. I think about a 21 gauge. One of those for King Brenda. And then I have one more bag of those. Package, I should say. If anybody else wants one. I'll be good. Once I get going, I'll be good. You want both of them? You got it. I have 1 package of the gold version, Beadalon 72 pens for $5. I have several in the rose gold, $5 for 72 pins. Oh yeah, 21 gauge. It says right there. One for Mandy and one for King Brenda. And one for Granny. And then I have, it looks like, 3 packages of stainless steel, 22 gauge, 2 inches long, 40 pieces in there. Stainless steel. So the other silver was like a bright silver plated, just silver color. These are stainless steel, so the silver is all the way through the bead or pen. Okay, that's what I've got. I got 1 or 2 packages left of the rose gold, 1 of the gold, and then some stainless steel. All right, and then I think Arrowleaf you wanted to check out, is that right? And Kathy. Is there somebody else that wanted to check out right away? Oh, you do? Okay. I'll get you as well, Mandy. All right, Arrowleaf. We have 1 at 24, 1 at 5, and 1 at 12. 41. Ugh, and then my computer, it would not turn on today, so I had to do a hard reboot. Such a pain. Okay, that's right. Okay. I need a hard reboot today, too. Sounds good, Granny. Mandy, do you want to, rewatch? There you go, Arrowleaf, got you running. Do you want to rewatch, what day? Thursday's show? To see the other 3mm colors, and then I can combine them all in one order for you if you want. It's up to you. Thank you so much, Arrowleaf. Appreciate you. Kathy. I actually pre-added yours. I will, thank you. It's fading already. It's just just this little hump I gotta get over. Okay. Kathy. All right, Kathy, got you going. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so then Mandy, I have yours at 78 plus 5, so that's going to be 83. Appreciate it. Oh, and now it's glitching on you. 83, there we go. Math. All right, there you go, Mandy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Glad you found me. Yay. Oh, this is from this week. We just started for today, Chula. We just started. We haven't even shown anything yet. I just had some people that wanted to check out. Can't hang around for the show today, so yay! I know you haven't missed much. If you do want to rewatch this week's shows, I think they're all on YouTube. I think they all made it to YouTube, so you can rewatch and send me screenshots of things that you would like. Otherwise, let's get started. All right, so I do bundle shows. So if there's something you want, you say me in the chat. Start you a basket, add everything up for you when you're ready to check out for one checkout total. With the stone strands, if something's $20 or more, I will most of the time offer a half strand for half the price. So if there's something that you would rather have a half strand on and it's at least $20, just let me know. We can do that. All right, so this is a restock. These are amazing. Molten Fire Agate 10 millimeter rounds, 15-inch long strand for $16. These are so cool. I only pulled one out, but look, I actually think I bought the rest of their pile. So I have a ton of these because they sold out really quick the last time. $16, 10 millimeter round Molten Fire Agate. Just has a lot of like the orb pattern in there. Some banding too, which is cool. One for Deuce. Is there one that you prefer? And one for King Brenda. Same with you, King Brenda. Is there one that you prefer? Left one. And now that left one. Awesome. All right. I do have more of these as well if anyone else wants those. In my stone shows, more than any other show, there are things that start to haunt you. So, like, you don't claim it, then you can't get it out of your mind. Just let me know. I'm happy to go back to anything. These are amazing, too. These are fire agate. Thank you, Mad Molly. Yeah, aren't they cool? These are, same kind of color range as those molten fire agate. These are true fire agate. I do have some other fire agate, so if you're liking these, let me know. We can pull those out today too. This fire agate has a lot more white in it than a lot of the fire agate I've seen, which I kind of love. But anyways, these are kind of, they're a 14 millimeter coin. They're not super precise, so just kind of take that as a rough size and a rough shape. These are 15.5 inches long for $14. And I got a ton of these as well because, again, they sold out super fast the first time. These I know for sure I bought everything they had left on the table because also that price point for this size coin is pretty good. Gosh, look at this one. This one looks like a fried egg. I love it. $14 a strand on these. Chula, is there one you have a preference for? If you don't have a preference, that's okay. But if you do, I like to get you the one that you want. With the most fire. All right. So like less white, is that what that means? This one. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that one. Lots of orange. Are you claiming King Brenda? You want one with lots of orange, or you're just helping her clarify? Now, I'll tell you the other shapes I have are way more orange. So maybe I should pull those out so you guys can see. I just have to figure out which box they're in. Oh, good. It's going to be in the last box I open, I promise. That's always how it goes, right? Here we are. Okay. Let me show you these. I haven't seen a lot. I have seen a few videos on how they're made. Like the stones, it's quite a process. Well, most of it's quite a process. There's not a ton of videos out there about it. The rounds are done, a lot of them are done machines anymore. I do buy from one vendor who, she hires people to hand cut her stone. She buys big slabs and then, so I have these, and then she hires people to hand cut them. So these are fire agate as well. I have ovals and coins. These are both faceted. Each of these are $26 a strand, and these have a lot more orange to them. Sounds good. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I've done some Google searches and found a couple of YouTube videos. Just based on like a quick search, there's not a ton of info out there, but there's a little bit. All right, so you can see the difference, and this is why these are 14. They're smooth, not faceted. And then they have a lot more white. And then these are 26 a strand. This one's a 10 millimeter fire agate coin. This one's an 8 by 10 millimeter oval. I kind of like the white too. These are cool too in their own way. But I know they're a little different from each other. This is considered a higher grade, but when it comes to that, I kind of feel like you should just buy the ones that you like. It doesn't really matter what's considered higher grade. So that's what I have in fire agate. All right. King Brenda, I did not add one of those to your basket. I think you were trying to explain to me what she was looking for, which is awesome. But if you had intended to claim one, just let me know, and I'll make sure I get one of those in your basket. I lost a bag. Oh, yes, you want one. Okay, you want one with lots of orange. Okay. Sorry, I did not understand. How's that? Well, let's see. Either one of those look good. Maybe the one on the right. Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, I think that one looks pretty good. Sure. All these that I pulled here seem to have a little more orange to me. Of course you can, JD. These are just going to have more white in them in general, but yeah, I can do that. That one seems pretty good. Okay. Brooke, it depends on the stone, what bead I'm looking at. These we're looking at the moment are 14 a strand. These are 14 millimeter fire agate coins. And they're pretty cool. You're welcome. So I do a bundle show. So if there's something you want, you just let me know in the chat by saying me or one or, you know, anything along those lines. I'll start you a basket when you're ready to check out. You just let me know. And I add everything up for you for one checkout total. Oh, yeah, there you go. I like that. Okay. Okay, this one. Actually, I'm going to do these first. These are new. I have not had these before. Wow, they're cool. I like these. These are $14 a strand. This is an 8 millimeter rondelle in golden obsidian, 14 3/4 inches long per strand. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Good morning. Golden obsidian 8 millimeter round. They have some really cool chatoyancy in them. A little snake color, kind of, yeah. There's a big yellow snake at our zoo, and my daughter loves it. She's like, let's go see the big yellow snake. I'm like, do we have to? $14 a strand on those. I'm going to leave those right there because they match the next thing I'm going to show you. Me too, Nancy. I'm still waking up too. This one is a restock, but they are so cool. This is the golden obsidian in a rectangle. And I have 4 of these strands. These are insane. They're so cool. These are $16 a strand, and these rectangles are 12 by 16 millimeters, 15.5 inch long strands. But they go nice together. Thanks for coming in, Mad Molly. Appreciate it. Melina for one of these. The rectangles, right, Melina? Cool. Yes, perfect. They're so cool. This golden obsidian, too, is really interesting. Like, I had not seen it until the Denver show in September, and I picked them up because they were just so amazing. And then in Tucson, I found other shapes. So I was like, well, cool. I guess this is going to be a thing now. You gotta love that. All right, so we have the rectangles, and then we have the rondelles. I just think they're amazing. So cool. What's in there, my beads? These are new. Oh, so cool. They're so cool, aren't they? They just have that golden sheen that they have is fantastic. It's so cool. Uh-oh. I have a broken bead. We'll figure out where it came from. Okay, these are bronzite. 12 millimeter squares. These are $14 a strand. These strands are 15 3/4 inches long, so they're nice and long. I'm checking for that, for where the bead broke. I don't see it right away, but I'll check strands before I put them in your baskets. Isn't it amazing? So bronzite's really cool because it has hematite as part of its composition. And so that's why you get some of that metallic sheen in there. It's very cool. Sonobella, welcome, welcome. You guys, if you're not following Sonobella, please, please, please do. She's got cool beads, cool earrings, great shows. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that shape too. Gorgeous, gorgeous. $14 a strand for these bronzite. I do have some other shapes that we can go over today as well. Yeah, and some tutorials. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Nancy. Thanks, Sonobella. Love it. Love it, love it. If there's certain stones that you guys want to see, let me know. I have a bunch here, so. This one's a restock. I only have 3 of them, though. And that must mean that I took everything they had, because I usually get more than that. And these are $8 a strand. This is Red Creek Jasper, a 13 by 4 millimeter tube. In general, I don't necessarily love the tubes, but in this Red Creek Jasper, I do, because you can see so many cool patterns in these. Granny, is there a strand here that you would prefer to have? Number 1, 2, or 3? Aren't they cool? Ugh, I love them. $8 a strand. Okay, I want this one. I like that one. That was one I was hoping you'd grab, so you get it. And Alyssa, I got 2 left here. Do you like number 1 or number 2 better? Number 1 has a little more, well, they both have quite a bit of green. Okay, perfect. I love it. They both have really cool patterns in them, but number 1, you got it. All right, starting your basket with those. Red Creek Jasper, yes. Sometimes they're called Picasso Jasper. But yes, they are a Jasper. And all of my strands do have tags on them as well. So your strand will have that. All right, 1 left of those if anybody wants that. Just let me know. We can pull them back out. This is also a restock. Yeah, you're welcome. More Red Creek Jasper and a rondelle. I did get a little 4 millimeter rondelle as well. I think I showed it in the last stone show. These are $12 a strand. 6 millimeter rondelle, 15 inches long. Red Creek Jasper. Such good color variation in these. These are so cool. $12 a strand on those. I think, yeah, the smaller ones are the same price. This one is a 3 by 5 millimeter Red Creek Jasper rondelle. So $12 a strand for either size, the smaller or the larger. You have the smaller ones, Granny. A large one for Kim S. I just love all the colors that this Red Creek Jasper has, along with the patterns and it's so cool. $12 a strand for the 6 millimeter. $12 a strand for the 5. King Brenda on the 6mm. The larger. Perfect. All these strands are pretty similar, but if I grab one that you're like, oh, I really didn't want that one, please tell me. I can swap it for one you really would rather have. All right. Good. Rondelles are such a good shape. Good spacers. Good to help just break things up. They string together real nice if you want to keep them together. I know people who do like more masculine jewelry like the rondelles. There's something about that shape all strung together that lends itself to a little bit more masculine vibe. Depending on what you put it with, but you know. All right. I'm gonna go here. Oops. Yeah, Granny. Hey, babe, go get your water. She's so silly. She'll just keep coughing. Go get your water. Okay. Granny, we've got 1 at 8, head pins at 5, half strand at 12, rondelles at 12, and labradorite at 10. So 47 today. It's good to see you as always, Granny. There you go. Got you running. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Ooh, now you have a coupon. I love it. Thanks, JD. Have fun. I'm excited for you. Okay. All right. These are 6mm pink opal. Let's see, $14 a strand, 15.5-inch long strands. Oh, yeah, take care of that. I took my medicine. I hate taking my medicine, but let me tell you, I'm doing much better now. It's worth it. I hope it gets better for you. All right, $14 a strand, 6mm pink opal rounds. Nice long 15.5-inch long strands. One for Kim S. You don't have any medicine for it. Oh, you should talk to your doctor because there's some good ones out there that will help. But ice packs, bed, heat on your like back and shoulders, that helps me. Kim, is there one that you prefer? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then Alyssa, I'll let you pick as well because these are a little different each strand. Okay. How about that one? And then Alyssa, is there one that you prefer here? These are 14. Number 3 for Alyssa. 14 6mm round. All right. And guys, just remember, I'm always happy to pull any of these back out. So if you're like, oh, I want to see what else you got, no problem. We can always come back to something. All right, I thought these were cool. I have some high-end kyanite as well. This is a lower grade kyanite. It has a lot of the carrier stone in it. But I kind of loved it. This is again where we kind of were talking a little bit earlier where you don't have to go based on what something is considered high or low quality. Go based on what you like. And these have been polished so nicely. Like they're done well. So I have a 6 millimeter round here. This looks a little bigger than 6. Yeah, right, Chula? I get it. I love it. Yeah, those are closer to a 7 actually. 15.5 inches long for $24. And then I have an 8 millimeter. And these, since they're over $20, I will do half strands on these as well. These are kyanite, but it, like I was saying, it's like a lower grade kyanite that has a lot of the carrier stone in it. But they're done so nicely. Yeah, the tag says 8, but it measures closer to a 9 millimeter on these. And these are $32 for a full strand, 16 for a half. This is a little bit smaller, 24 for a full strand, 12 for a half. Math. So these are really cool. I do have, and we can go to some higher end kyanite too, but man, these are really cool. So we're calling that a rustic kyanite. This might look really cool with, that's down here. I got an idea. There it is. Oh, I only have one of this left. This is an 8 millimeter bronzite. Look at that bronzite with it. Isn't that cool? 8 millimeter rondelle in the bronzite. That strand is 15. And then I also have some 4 millimeter rounds in the bronzite. I don't know. That looks pretty fun with that. I like it. 4 millimeter round bronzite is $9 per strand. And I have several of those. So that's just one way you could play with those. I think we were doing this the other day. Here we go. This is blue coral. That pulls out the blue. These are 16 a strand. I'm just going to get you a whole little bundle here. And then I have some plated hematite and this really cool antique gold color. Those are 6 a strand. Look at that. Isn't that a fun little mix? Wow, that's inspiring me. I love that. So coral is 16, plated hematite 6. This big kyanite's 32, and then the last rondelle in the bronzite is 15. You don't have to buy them all together, but if you like any of those, I think it's cool. Half strand of kyanite, the big one, the 8 millimeter. That's actually a 9. Yes, you got it. I already had one of those prepped and ready, but I can cut more if anyone else wants half strands. Half of the kyanite, the same, this size, the 8 millimeter, the bigger one, Brenda. Yes, you got it. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really unique. There was not quite a bit when I was in Tucson, but I hadn't really seen it before. The smaller one's 24 for a full strand, and I can do halves on those as well. Yeah, that's totally fine. Let me get these situated and I'll get you checked out, Alyssa. The second strand in the smaller ones, this one right here. You got it. got a half strand for Kim S and a half strand for King Brenda in this the larger size. I don't know if you guys follow Candy Cooper, but she had some similar to this that she also picked up in Tucson. So I was shopping the same spot. I actually saw her shopping while I was there. But hers were listed on her website for $48. So just a little info for you there. It's a good price. I don't think she's overcharging. I just was able to get a little better price, I think. And I think that's just depending on who you shop with. I don't really know. Or maybe she's marking them up more. That could be. But in any case. All right, put that bronzite away. Six millimeter. And 8 millimeter. Beautiful. Oh, I love this stuff. Okay. So these are blue coral. I didn't really, I just kind of flashed those on the screen real quick. These are cool. I have these in the oval. They have some really cool patterning on them because of them being coral. They're also lighter weight than like a typical stone would be. These are $16 a strand. This is a 16 by 12 millimeter oval. And these are one I don't see often, but I was able to get that one and also a 10 millimeter round. Oh, it says 11. 11 millimeter round. $16 for that as well. So 2 different sizes in the blue coral. It's pretty fun. It's a cool color. Oh, Alyssa, I forgot to check you out. Sorry. I forgot. I just looked back at the chat. Isn't it cool, Kim? Let me know if you want me to pull it back out. I'm happy to do that. Alyssa. We've got your pink opal at 14, and then your Red Creek Jasper at 8. So you're at 22 today. Yay, that makes me happy. I'm so glad. There you go, Alyssa. Oh, I put Granny's name on it. When you get your tag, it'll say Granny on it, but it's yours. So sorry I missed that. But thank you so much. Yay. I tried to copy your name and it didn't copy it. All right. Okay, good. I just wanted you to know. So you're not like, is that mine? Let me do these other bronzite shapes real quick. We have the 4 millimeter bronzite. These are $9 a strand. Oh, I don't doubt that. I love it. These are 8 millimeter round bronzite. 8 millimeter bronzite are $14 a strand. Bronzite's so interesting. I hadn't been able to find bronzite for like several years. And then this year when I went to Tucson, I did see quite a bit, obviously. Here we are, digging it all out. So it just kind of is one of those things that stones come and go like in waves. And it just depends on what people are cutting, who's finding, new slabs of things, new big old hunks of rock. So they definitely go in waves. This 18 millimeter bronzite coin. This is 26 for the full strand. And then I have some rectangles. These are really nice. Really nice. The rectangles are 20 for a full strand, half strands for 10. Bronzite's really pretty with gold accents. It might be good too with... I don't like that as much. I like it a little warmer. Really pretty with gold accents. It's really pretty with like dark gray accents. That pulls out the hematite in there. Beiges you can do. I really love it with like a olivey green. Copper would be gorgeous. Yeah, that would be pretty too. I have one of these left, and this could be really cool in here. The 4 millimeter rounds are $9. The 8 millimeter rounds are $14. I have this one strand left of this green opal. This is $16 for the strand, but look how that plays with the bronzite. Isn't that cool? Last strand of green opal for $16. That's a 12 millimeter coin. Thank you. I love it. I also like this with apatite. Which sounds a little wild, but let's see. I love the way that plays together. Isn't that interesting? Love it, love it, love it. All right. Anybody on any bronzite? We'll do the apatite in a minute. Green opal. Last strand of those. I feel like I'm losing all my bags. I don't know where they're going. Alright, another stone that I got this time that I haven't had before is this boulder opal, and I'll show you that when I get these all cleaned up. Hey, how was Lowe's?
Good. But we didn't get too far from each other.
You didn't get, on the walkie-talkies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you that would probably be too far away, but now you know.
I tried.
You tried. That's okay. Lila tried too.
How do you know?
Because I heard her saying, Brindley, can you hear me?
No, I didn't know.
And you couldn't hear her. That's right. Okay. Boulder opal. These are $30 a strand. I can do half strands for $15 each. And look how cool these are. You get those little opal glimmers in each of these strands. So cool. I just love it. Really amazing. This is one I hadn't seen for a lot of years too. So I was pretty excited to find even just a little bit, but I only have the 8 millimeter rounds. The full strand's 15.5 inches long. Gosh, both of those are really cool on these strands. $30 a strand. 15.5 inches long. I can do half strands for $15. There's some really cool beads on each of those strands. Love that. All right, I'm a little all over the place here today. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Ooh. One strand of this left. This would be pretty with the bronzite too. This is a $24 strand. I can do a half strand for $12. 6mm faceted rhyolite. Rhyolite's one I don't see terribly often, although I've seen it more recently. More of it more recently than I had in a long time. But to get it faceted is also pretty rare. That's such a cool bead right there. Oh my gosh. $24 for the full strand, $12 for a half. Beautiful. This is all I was able to grab in Petersite. These are great. These have a decent amount of blue in them for being a whole mixed strand of Petersite. Petersite has a very warm, rich tone overall. To me, I think these are awesome. 8mm rounds, 15¼ inch long strands. And these are $26 for a full strand. I can do half strands for $13 on these as well. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Got some Crazy Lace agate. 2 strands left in these ovals. These are $14 a strand. 10 by 14mm ovals. 15¼ inches long. I feel like we gotta zoom in on these beauties. Love that. Crazy Lace agate has such cool colors and patterns. It's like they kind of have like crazy banding on them. You know what I mean? Like some beads, like Botswana agate, has really precise banding, and these have like crazy banding. Maybe that's why it's called Crazy Lace. I also have an 8.5mm round. These are $14 a strand as well. And these strands are a touch shorter, 14¾ inches long for the rounds. So ovals and rounds, 8mm and 10 by 14s. Thank you. I do hand pick all my stones, so the exception is going to be when I bring in a trunk show, but I don't have to keep the things that I don't like, so that works out well. But otherwise, if I order things, I don't just order off the internet. I shop shows in person and pick out the nicest strands out of the bundles. Or if they're all nice, sometimes I just buy the whole bundle. But I do strive to have a good, high quality stone options. And I did those. Okay. Okay, these are, actually, I want to do these with other kyanite. All right, let's do all the kyanite, the rest of the kyanite. So these are really clean kyanite, opposed to the rustic kyanite we had a little bit ago. These are ovals. This is a 8 by 10mm oval in kyanite. These are $32 for a full strand, half strands for $16. These are incredible. They're so nice. I love them. And then I also have these. These are more. I'm gonna warn you. 2 strands. This is a 12mm round. These are $100 a strand. These I will do half strands for $50 or 8 beads for $25, which is about a quarter strand. It's a little less. The half strand has 17 beads on it. So, but you can see the difference between that and like the rustic kyanite we had that has all the brown in it. There's definitely a, quote unquote quality difference. But this is what good clean kyanite looks like. So 32 for a full strand, 32 for the full strand, 16 for a half. I know if there's something this weather that's pushing it, it's going to be so, it seems like it's going to be really extreme. Like it's going to be so nice today, like 70 something. And tomorrow I read like we'll be lucky if we get out of the 20s. So I am not looking forward to that swing. Trust me, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah. I will say too, because I handpicked, there was a lot of kyanite at these shows in Tucson this year, which was awesome because this is also one that I hadn't seen in a lot of years. And there was a lot of kyanite, but I will say because I was in Tucson and able to shop around, these were some of the nicest with actually the best price tag on them. So I was very happy about that. They're stunning. They really are. I bought I think like 9 or 10 strands, and I'm not even sad about it because this is not going to last forever and I have it now. So you guys know where to come when you need your kyanite fix. Switch out the ones in your bin for this. Oh yeah, the rustic. They look cool together too. Yeah, we can take those out. That's fine. And a full strand of one of these. You got it. They're amazing. They really are. So kyanite, it grows or is formed 32 for a full strand, so 16 for a half. And then these big 12 millimeter rounds are 100 for a full strand, 50 for a half strand, which is 17 beads, or 25 for 8 beads. Kyanite forms in like little, like narrow, it forms pretty flat. So the flat shapes are a little easier to find. They're going to be a little bit more budget friendly. Oh my gosh. Rounds are going to be more expensive because it takes a thicker formation of kyanite A to get a round stone. But you can kind of see that layer, how they layer there. And these round beads are very, very cool. Okay. I have one more kyanite thing to show you. And it's a super high-end kyanite. So again, not budget friendly, but they're stunning. And this kyanite I'm about to show you, they were a strand that I did not buy when I went to the Denver show. And I could not stop thinking about them. They haunted me so much. The big boys, 100 for a full strand, 50 for a half strand, which is 17 beads, or 25 for 8 beads. The big boys. All right, these are a half strand of super high-end 8 millimeter kyanite. These are 55 for the half strand and the 8 millimeter. They are so clean. They're insane. Insane. I can do a quarter strand on these for 28. I'll have to count them. I can't remember how many it's in a quarter strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 13 beads in a quarter strand. Half of the oval kyanite? Yes. Yeah, these are insane. These were the ones that and even when I went to Tucson, I knew I wanted them. And I still and I knew what the price was going to be. And I still almost didn't buy them, but I'm glad I did. You're welcome, Melina. Got a half of the ovals for you. All right. Big boys. And you can see this. Okay, so these actually are a little less expensive than these. And that's going to be the quality difference. But they're stunning. They're all gorgeous. I'm not sad about owning any of them. Okay. Let's go up here. Red, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. Posh Fab Beads and Findings. Oh, that sounds like you have great stuff. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate the raid. If you guys are not following Posh Fab Beads and Findings, make sure you guys go follow and bookmark. Get these over here. We are doing stone beads today. We're doing a bundle show. So if you see something that you want, let me know in the chat with a me or 1 strand, 2 strands, however you want to communicate that. I'll start you a basket. When you're ready to check out, you just let me know. I'll add everything up for one checkout total. Thank you so much. Hope your show was wonderful as well. Okay. I did a little tease with these earlier. These are $6 a strand. This is a little plated hematite and a 2x3 faceted rondelle. These strands are 15.5 inches long. $6 a strand. Really cool kind of antique gold color. I also have them in a, what is this? A 2x4. 2x4 faceted rondelle. These are also $6 a strand. And also 15.5 inches long. So this one's just a little bit larger than that one. Plated hematite, faceted rondelles. Cool color. One of each for Chula. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these. A smaller for grounded and then the checkout, absolutely. So 2x4s, 2x3s, plated hematite, faceted rondelles, $6, either size. I'm trying to hang them on my fingers there. They're so close in size, right? But they're different. It's so crazy in beads, like what 1 millimeter can do. How it changes it. It's just crazy to me. Like, it's only 1 millimeter difference. I'm with you, Chula. You need them both. Right? It's so wild. Let's get you checked out, grounded. Are you guys interested in more plated hematite? I found some really cool colors. Really good sizes. I think really good sizes. Like good rondelles, good spacer sizes. Do you guys like the plated hematite? Take it or leave it. All right, grounded. We've got one at 6, one at 32, one at 9. I'm going to do a little bit of sorting here for a second. What was that? Okay, fine. Okay. Six. Okay. We've got 1 at 3. 1, 2, 3 at 5. Different colors would be cool. I was thinking of you crafts. I think you would like them. Yeah, those do look good together. I agree. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at 6. Scooch this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 7. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 4. So 154. Yay. So many good things. So many pretty beads. There you go, Grounded. Thank you so much. I hope you get to enjoy the nice weather today and get to stay home tomorrow. Oh, crazy Colorado. So crazy. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, exactly. I'm hoping the wind stays pretty calm today, but I don't think that's what's supposed to happen. All right, I want to do some Apatite. All right, these are $24 for a full strand. I can do half strands for $12. These are kind of a rustic cut square, 12 millimeter size, 15 3/4 inch long strands for $24. Or half strands for $12. These had really good color. You get some of the brown in there. They are a little rustic. They're definitely rustic, but they have that gorgeous teal color that I absolutely adore. So I picked those up. I do have some other Apatite. Let's see. Scooch these over. I might have to zoom back out a little so you can see it all. These are so cool. These are like great. What does that tag say? A gradient Apatite. So it has kind of different shades of Apatite, from kind of the lighter tone to some of the darker tones. These are $15 a strand. Ooh, that's such a good price. 4 millimeter beveled cubes, 15 1/4 inch long strands. One of these for King Brenda. Aren't they cool? I love when they do this gradient pattern or like the color block things. Man, I love that. I think it's so cool. Little 4 millimeter beveled cube in the Apatite. You get that whole range of colors. So lovely. And I mean, cubes in general, you get more volume of the stone or bead when things are cut in cubes versus a round. So a lot more material there than if this were a 4 millimeter round, and a more precise cut with that beveling. So the $15 was such a awesome deal. Chula, I got one for you. And it's Apatite. I love it. It's so pretty. So cool. There's a project I want to make with these, and I just need to set aside the time to do it. And maybe I should do it as a tutorial. That would be awesome. Yes, do a tutorial. I have this memory wire that's really cool. It's like a flat memory wire. And I think it would look so cool to wrap like a cube around it, and especially in one of these like gradient tones. I just think that would be amazing. Oh, here's some more golden obsidian. Golden obsidian. Another faceted cube. These are a 5mm faceted cube. Gosh, these are $14 a strand. I got a good deal on those. I love it. $14 a strand. They're all tangled, but they're gorgeous. We'll get there. We'll get there. Nice faceting on those, and I love that all those little chatoyant spots with the golden in there. The golden part of the golden obsidian. Hi, Happy Heart. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Okay, I'll see you later. Have a good day, Grounded. These are $14 a strand, 5mm faceted cubes. One for Melina. Those one for Chula. Just in time. Just kidding. I would always go back. I will always backtrack in a stone show. Sometimes you just don't know until it starts like just not escaping your brain, right? Like, oh, I like it, but... And then when it comes down to it, you're like, never mind, I can't stop thinking about it. Go back. All right. Blue calcite. Look at these. These are gorgeous. These have such a beachy, oceany vibe. So cool. This is a 6mm round, $18 a strand. These strands are 15¼ inches long. This is blue calcite. I also have it in a 10mm round. I don't know why I don't have it in between. Yeah? Aren't they gorgeous? So pretty. You have a show today, Happy Heart? I'll set those right here. If you guys aren't following Happy Heart, please do. She is my check glass companion. Gorgeous things. 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, King Brenda. We've got one at 15. One at 12. Half strand at 16. These fire agate at 14. I know. I watch her shows. I think she's got great stuff. One at 16. And we've got 1, 2, and 3 at 5 for your headbands. All right. Put you at 88 today. All right. And today's so fun. Today is a Saturday show, which I don't do a ton of. But just so you guys know, if you can't make it to my shows during the week, I do stream them all to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Brenda. Really appreciate you. So you guys can still watch my shows. Send me screenshots of what you want, and I can get orders put together that way for you as well. So you don't actually have to be here live. I love it when you're here with me live, but it's not a requirement. Yeah, Melina, let's get you checked out. Thank you so much, Brenda. All right, Melina. We've got your half strand at 16. We've got those at 16. These at 14. 1 and 2 at 12. These beauties at 10. Some fire agate at 26. And lepetallite hearts for 16. So 122. There you go, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always happy when I can find some goodies for you. Thank you so much. Yay. All right. Thank you. You as well. You guys, I still have at least another hour in me, so don't feel like we're going to be done anytime soon if you don't want to be. We can keep going. We're good. All right. These are so cool. This is dyed tiger eye. I used to be such a purist and I wouldn't want anything dyed. And then I just started looking at things a little differently. And, you know, if things are done well and the price is right and I like the way it looks, then I'm okay buying it. And that's kind of how I've shifted my opinion on things being dyed. They've done some really cool things with this tiger eye and some colors that are really amazing. These are $10 a strand. It's a 6mm tiger eye, and these are 15 inches long. And that's such a pretty, I don't know, it's not quite a teal. It has a little more blue in it than that, but maybe like a deep Caribbean ocean blue. It's amazing. $10 a strand on those. And then I have these that are a little bit different color as well. This one, what do we call this? I think we called it like a midnight blue. And it's this really deep smoky blue-gray. Gosh, they're really cool. Yeah, midnight blue, dyed tiger eye, 6mm round, 15 inches long, and $10 a strand. So I love it. It's all the tiger eyes always really reasonably priced, and it's such a cool stone. Almost like a Montana blue on these. Very, very cool. And of course, I like them together with those. I think those complement each other nicely. $10 a strand on those, either color. If you guys are just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing stone strands today. I do bundle shows, which just means if there's something you want, you let me know in the chat. And then when you're ready to check out, just let me know and I'll add everything up for one checkout total. Come organize you. I gotta organize me. This is all an illusion. I am not organized. Although I spent a couple hours yesterday getting things a little bit better. I still have several hours to go, but it's a struggle, right, Nancy? I get it. It's a struggle. These are super cute. 6mm African turquoise hearts. Sorry, the strand's a little tangled. $14 a strand. 14 1/4 inches long, or 3/4 inches long. Sorry, 14 3/4 inches long. Did I sell out of the bitty ones? I don't see them. I might have. 6mm hearts, African turquoise. African turquoise is not turquoise. It is a jasper. Woo, sorry. But because it looks like turquoise, they named it turquoise and it stuck. Yeah. Just need to double your stash and then organize by both shape and color. I can help you double your stash. There, I see what you're saying. Yeah. One of each, and so one side of your shelf is organized by shape and the other side organized by color. I gotcha. Hi, Amber's mom. How are you doing? I know. There's lots of people here that'll help you. Oh, I love it. I love it. So fun. All right, $14 a strand for those African turquoise 6mm hearts. They're so pretty. I'm not even a heart person. I like those though. I like them. My rule of thumb is I don't generally buy stones that I don't like. So everything I have, I like. Ooh, these are cool. These are cool. More faceted cubes. I love faceted cubes. And I love when they do this color blocking or gradient colorway. Color banded ruby zoisite, 6mm faceted cubes, 15¼ inches long. These are $20 for the strand. These I am going to keep in full strands though, because they're color blocked. If I were to do half strands, not each half would be equal in the colors. So, one thing really cool about rubies is they glow under a UV light. So you can even, when I do that, you see all the little ruby patches, even in the green parts. Super cool. I love these strands too because you have several beads in each strand that is the full ruby, which is super cool. Love those. $20 a strand, 6mm faceted cubes in the ruby zoisite. One for Am Torres. Gorgeous. So cool. Yeah, I'm in love with those. Hi, Laura. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm gonna do these. We did the 6mm. Yes. We did the 6mm blue calcite. Here is a 10mm. These are 36 for a full strand, 16 or 18 for a half strand. I think, yes, I do still have it. Hi, AKF. How are you? That is ruby and kyanite in a sterling silver pendant. That's $28. Let's light them up. I love it. I love it. Kyanite also actually glows a little, but those rubies really light up. Yeah, that's ruby and kyanite. Sterling silver. I only have one of those. I've never seen it in bead form, but I do have one pendant. Isn't that amazing? It's so cool. I just love it. All right. 10mm calcite, blue calcite. You have like beads, USG? The ruby and kyanite? Wow. Oh my gosh, that sounds stunning. There you go. They're out there. They're out there. Now I have to find them. That's going to be a new life goal. These are $36 for a full strand, 18 for a half strand. I also have the 6mm that I can pull back out. And a bangle. Wow, that sounds amazing. Oh, man. It's so cool. Guys, this stuff comes out of the ground. How amazing is that? I'm just blown away. It blows me away. I know, that's exactly right. The next big one is Denver in September. There's a few little gem shows, smaller ones here and there. Denver actually has a small one in April, but I don't know if I'm going to go to it or not. Usually there's not that many vendors, so I don't know. It's not always worth my time. We'll see. We shall see. These are $12 a strand. This is Mexican crazy lace agate. These are 5mm faceted rounds. 15¼ inch long strands for $12 each. These are so cool. So really similar to crazy lace agate, but these tend to have less of the yellow in it and more gray red combo. Still really cool banding. Amazing banding, actually. And what was I calling? I was calling it like crazy banding. That's what I was calling it earlier. One of those for Chula. Chula, do you have a preference? These do change. These are a little different each strand. Number 1, 2, or 3, or 4. There's 4 here. Oh boy. They're all cool. Number 1. $12 a strand on this. And I love that they're faceted strands for $12. I mean, that faceting takes so much more labor time. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Mexican crazy lace. Speaking of banding, I think I did these the other day, but we're going to do them again. $32 for a full strand. This is Botswana agate. 10mm rounds. Look at these. These are crazy cool. 32 for a full strand, 16 for a half strand. 10mm rounds, 15¼ inches long. Wow. I just think these are unbelievable. I don't think any of these strands would be a bad pick. They're all incredible. I love those. Okay, so we have the 10mm rounds. Try and get them kind of up like that. We have some 8mm rounds, 6mm rounds, and I think I still have an oval strand. All right, 1 full strand of 8mm rounds. That's $20. I also have a half strand for $10 in the 8mm. And then we have some 6mm rounds. These are 16 a strand. Even though they're getting smaller, they still have cool banding in them. Wow. I'm always impressed by that. Like when the beads get smaller and they still look really cool, that impresses me. And then I have 1 full strand in these ovals. 8x10mm ovals, $26 for the full strand. I also have a half strand available for $13. So there we go. We got ovals, 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm in the Botswana agate. Wow, this bead, look at that. It's like looking at you. It's so cool. Wow. I could look at Botswana agate all day. There's a few stones that I feel that way about. Botswana agate is one of them. Labradorite's another one of them. That kyanite I could stare at all day. Oh, so beautiful. There's the 10mm. $8mm. $6mm. Ooh, look at that really cool chevron bead. Wow, it's so crazy. It's so cool. I love it. I love it so much. I also love that it's like pretty neutral. I love a really good neutral, but I love when it's really interesting like these. And then we got the ovals, 8x10mm oval. 26 for the full strand, and I have a half strand available for $13. Okay. They're garnets. I've got 2 strands of these left. These are $12 a strand. They're cut pretty rustic, but really cool 5x8mm diamond. Drilled the short direction through the diamond, which is not as common to see beads drilled that way. These are 14 inches long, and they're $12 a strand. Garnets. Oh, these are Hessonite garnets. So Hessonite garnet is known for being more like topazy, orangey, brown, chemically still garnets. These are also $12 a strand. They've also done the color blocking, the banding on them. So, you know, I was done for, right? Roughly, again, they're not super consistent in the shape and size, but they're roughly a 5 by 8 millimeter oval, 14-inch long strands for $12 each. Gorgeous. So cool. Those will be really good in the fall. Good fall tones. One for Kim. I shouldn't have wound them up like that. There we go, Kim. Beautiful. Some citrine. These are 4.5 millimeter rounds. They're all over the place. Here we go. 4.5 millimeter rounds, 14 1/4 inch long strands for $12 a strand. I love citrine. I think it's so pretty. I love putting it with like a gray and a garnet, like a smoky blue gray and garnet. Such a cool contrast. 4.5 millimeter rounds, $12 a strand. Put them under some white. They do have that yellow string running through them, which could be influencing the color of the bead a little bit, but I don't think it's influencing it a ton. I'm going to have to pull one of those apart for me so we can test that theory. All right, we've got some Rainbow Moonstone. These are little pebbles, like little nuggets. Carmen, yes, I have some check glass birds. I can show you. I've got those from earlier in the week for you. And I can check you out whenever you would like if you want to add something. If not, whatever you want to do is fine. These are $18 a strand for the Rainbow Moonstone, 16.5 inch long strands. So these are long. $18. And these nuggets are about 6 by 8 millimeter. They're not crazy flashy, but you do get some flash coming in those. There they go. There it is. So those are kind of cool. I also have some flat ovals. The flat ovals are going to be more. But they also have more of the flash in them. You can see they flash a lot more, or a lot easier. These are 14-inch long strands, about a 6 by 8 millimeter oval, and these are $28 a strand for the flat ovals. And then we've got some high-end rainbow moonstone. These are so cool. This is a 5.5 millimeter faceted rondelle, 10-inch long strands for $40. These I will do half strands on. Also, the $28 ones I can do half strands on. But since these are only 10 inches long, half strands would be about 5 inches. So just keep that in mind. But these are incredible. Rainbow moonstone's not an inexpensive stone in general, but I feel like these had some decent value to them. And again, this is why I handpick, so I can make sure I get the ones with the most flash, versus something off the internet that doesn't flash at all. You just don't know. You just don't know till things show up, right? So we got nuggets for 18, ovals for 28, or rondelles for 40. Amazing. So beautiful. Squeak, squeak goes my chair. Sorry. Someday I'll fix it. Someday. There's the flat oval. And these nuggets. So 18 for this long strand is really a good value. They're less expensive because there wasn't a lot of time spent to get a real precise shape. They're just these little nuggets, but they're polished nicely. They're not rough, which is awesome. This one is 18, and the strands are 16.5 inch long. Okay. All right. We made our way through another box. I love it. All right, let's do some pearls for a minute. These are $26 for a full strand. I can do half strands for $13. I've got 2 full strands left. This is a dark gray peacock 8x17 millimeter biwa pearl. Measurement, of course, again, is a rough measurement, but just to give you an idea on size. $26 for a full strand, $13 for a half strand. These biwa pearls are super cool. Ooh, look at some of that purple tone in those. That's cool. Love that. 26 for a full strand, 13 for a half. Biwa pearls. And it's fun to say. Biwa. Yeah, it's one of your most favorite. They were crazy cool find. When they gave me a price, I was like, are you sure? Because I will see wholesale pricing at that price point and higher. So that was an awesome find for sure. These are $12 a strand, and I am in love with these too. This is a dyed pearl, freshwater pearl, dark purple, 7.5 millimeter potato pearls. 16 inches long, $12 a strand. Look at that color. Isn't that insane? These also, they have been dyed, but look in between the pearls. You can see that string is staying white, which tells me that the way that these were dyed was done really well. It's not, leaking off onto that white cotton string they're strung on. So $12 a strand for those. I have 3 left. Gosh, these are so pretty, you guys. I cannot get over these. These are stunning. $22 a strand on these. This is like a copper freshwater pearl. These are about 9 by 11 millimeter potato pearls, 16 inches long per strand. I can do half strands on these for 11. Look at that copper color. Look at the luster on there. That's what's getting me, is the luster. They're so shiny. So pretty. $22, and that's not a tiny pearl. Those are a nice size. There you can see on my wrist. They're not teeny tiny. Thank you, Cactus. How are you doing? Whew, I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. These are 18 a strand. This is a 5 millimeter dark blue dyed pearl. Again, that string underneath is staying white. Oh, okay. Yeah, you let me know when you're ready. When it's safe for you, that's fine. If we need to, I'll send you a listing later. But yeah, let me know when it's safe. These are 18 a strand. These strands are 15 inches long, 5 millimeter dark blue freshwater pearls. Such a cool color. Hard color to find in beads for sure. Yeah, no worries. I'll be on. I'm going. Love those. Oh, these are amazing. These might look really cool. Ooh, we're gonna play for a second here. These are big. $24 for a full strand, $12 for a half strand, 11 millimeter lined beige freshwater pearls, 15 and 3/4 inch long strands. When the pearls are lined like this, again, they consider that a lower grade, so we can get a better price point on them. But the thing that I love about them, I actually like the lines. I think it's very interesting. But the luster, again, is so good on these. So shiny. Not tiny. These are big pearls. Look at that. Yes. It does make them unique. I agree. I'm not sad about the lines at all. I like them. Now if these were smooth pearls, these would be probably $200 strands. So that definitely helps our price point. Look at it with the Red Creek Jasper. Isn't that kind of cool? I kind of love that. That's fun. $24 for a full strand. I have half strands for $12 on that pearl. They're 11 millimeters. Again, kind of that ballpark measurement. They're on here so tight. Yeah, some of them are a little closer to 12. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 for a half strand. Woo. You got it. Half strand for gray pearl. I can't wait to see what you do with those. Large silver paperclip chain. Yeah, out of those pictures that you sent me, you just want the large silver one. I do too, gray pearl. I do too. Yeah, okay, perfect. No problem at all. No problem at all. All right. So, Laura, I actually got these from earlier in the week added up for you, which you knew about. Those are 72 plus 6 is 78. For yourself. I love it. Like a good statement bead. I say that, but I also really like teeny tinies. I just like it all. All right, Miss Laura, there you go. Oh, that's okay. Let me see what you have in here, and then I can. Oh yeah. Cactus, when you get home, if you have time, I can go through some because I actually have somebody who didn't pay, and I have some other shapes now available because they didn't pay. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate you. Thank you for buying beads from me. I know. I like it all. I just like it. I want it all. Okay. Cool. I just have a couple more pearls and then maybe we'll do turquoise. How's that sound? All right. These are $20 a strand. I can do half strands for 10. These are an ivory colored pearl, about 9mm flat potato. Show you against the white there. These are 16 inches long for the full strands. $20. They're all really nice, except that one has that funny hole in it. That's funny. Okay. Let me slide that there. I don't see that in any of the others. What a funny little flaw to stick up. Ivory. The more white the pearl gets, the more expensive it is. So, that's why you're going to see like ivory ones in friendlier price points than the white ones. I had a hard time getting good white pearls in Tucson, so I do have a couple of options, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like $60 strands. Yeah, freshwater pearls, real pearls. $60 a strand is hard to swallow, is my opinion. Every now and again, I'll buy something that's more expensive, but it's hard. Malika pearls. Oh, I have not heard of that. I'm going to write that down so I can look it up too. Huh. Interesting. Oh, like man-made. Yeah. Yeah, these are freshwater pearls. I'm going to read about that because I love it. I love it. It's good. There's been some that I've seen at shows that appear odd to me. And I won't buy them and I'm wondering if that's what it is. Yeah, they still made with the fish skin. Yeah, I'm gonna read about it because I don't know. Maybe it's okay. But the ones that I've seen that I suspect are probably the man-made are not as nice. All right. These are a white 11mm flat potato pearls, 16-inch long strands. These are 32 for a full strand. I can do half strands for 16. There you can see it against my white tray. They are pretty white. They're really nice. And a big size again, which these are a good find. I will say these have a little bit more, the luster's a touch dull in some spots, but I felt like it was a decent trade-off because they're nice and white and big, and they're not duds, but just know that the luster's not quite as strong on some of them. Yeah, do you want me to pull them back out for you, Caroline? You want to see them again? I'm happy to do that. These are more of a white. Let's pull the ivories out again for you. They are pretty. And the luster again is really good. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna do wrap up pearls and then we'll do turquoise for you, Cactus. All right, so these are 20 for a full strand. I can do half strands for 10. The full strand is 16 inches long. And if you want to see it against the white again. So it's kind of like a flat potato, which means they're not perfectly round. They do have flat areas, but they're not perfectly round like a coin shape would be. The one on the far right, you got it. Absolutely. Got that for you, Caroline. Here's my marker. Where's my marker to put your name on a drawer? Okay. And you guys are all welcome to just speak up like that if there's one that you just can't stop thinking about. You want to see it again. You are not obligated to claim it if I show it again, but I'm happy to show it again. No. These, the ivory are 20. The big white that I just had out, these are 32. So 20 and 32, but you can see they are bigger and they are more white. And then the other white one I have is this one. This one has some lines on it, so I was able to get a decent price. Also, I told them I would buy the whole bundle, so I have a million of these. But these are 22 a strand. This is a rice-shaped pearl, freshwater pearl. They're about 8 by 12 millimeter sized pearls, 14-inch long strand for 22. I will do half strands on these as well for 11. And again, a good size. They're really a good size. And they are nice and white. There they are against my white tray. So those are 22 a strand. A half of one of those for Carmen. Sorry, I'm having a hard time writing and talking today, so we're just going to write for a second. There we go. Again, these I liked, well, because the color was good, but also they have a good luster on them. So even though they're lined, there we go. Break one free. They're still really nicely, I guess I was gonna say finished, but they're not really finished because they're pearls, but you know, the luster on them is good. All right. Half strand for Carmen. So I have full strands and half strands on this. There we go. I'm gonna have to put those back in the. I'm gonna need a bigger bag. I don't know why I'm trying to keep cramming these in a tiny bag. Let's put these over here to make my life easier and not cram them into into a tiny bag. Okay. These are similar to the white. These are 22 a strand. Shape-wise, they're similar. These are a gorgeous gray peacock pearl, about an 8 by 11 millimeter rice. And these are 13.5-inch long strands, so they are a little shorter. But again, a big pearl. I don't know why I just put 5 strands on my wrist, but big pearl, really great luster. You get all of that peacock shine in there. Love, love, love them. They're still lined, but they are less lined than some of them that I've had. So those are gorgeous. $22 a strand on those. Thanks, Keiki. I agree. Yummy, yummy. I love a good peacock pearl. All right, let's do turquoise. That's all the pearls. That's what I've got for pearls. And you guys, if you can't get something out of your head, let me know. We'll go back. Not a problem. That's what I'm here for. Sell you beautiful beads. Okay. So, Cactus, you have a 6 millimeter round, it looks like, in your basket. Is that right? Yeah, 6 millimeter round. So I'll show you some other shapes and sizes. We'll just go through all the turquoise so you can see it. I am getting a little low on some of these, but I'll show you what I got. This is about a 6 millimeter nugget. These are 15 3/4 inch long strands for $16. Really great colors on these. Look at that one. Wow, I love that one. Add. She's like, yes, I want one. I'm going to give you that one with that pretty blue one in there. Unless you want a different one, you just tell me. So pretty. Similar to like other beads, anytime you get this nugget shape, you're going to have a nicer price point because it just doesn't take as much labor to produce these more nuggety shapes. A lot of times they'll even find just like small nuggets like that and they just drill a hole in it. They don't have to do much else to it, polish it a little bit. Most turquoise is also stabilized, and that's just because it's kind of a soft, crumbly stone, but they'll stabilize it to make it nice for you. These are $20 a strand. I have 2 of these. This one is an 8 millimeter nugget, 15.5 inches long. I have 2 full strands and 1 half strand. The half strand's $10, full strands are $20. And there's the half strand, just so you can see. Similar colors. Really, I like that one too. Really cool matrix on those. 8 millimeter nuggets, $20 a strand. Sure, we can do that, Carmen. No problem. I've said it before with turquoise. I don't really have a preference when it comes to like more blue or more green. It's like a stone by stone basis for me. Sometimes I like the green, sometimes I like the blue, but really I just want it to be beautiful. So you will see in my shows with turquoise both varieties. We got your half strand at 11 and 1, 2, 3 at 4. And that should put you at 23 today. Oh, because you drop them. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit crumbly. And like I said, they do stabilize it, which helps. But yeah, don't drop it. Especially ones that have like really heavy matrix. That's kind of a weak spot in a lot of them. There you go, Carmen. Thank you so, so much. Appreciate you. Yay. All right. I have 2 full strands and 1 half strand on these. These are 26 for a full strand, which for that size is really crazy. 10 by 14 millimeter rectangles, 15 3/4 inch long strands, 26 for a full strand, 13 for a half. Thank you, Carmen. You have a great day as well. Ooh, I love this bead. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Here's the half strand. Here's what's in the half strand. Again, some really pretty beads. Okay, that's fine. You just tell me, go back to the rectangles. Well, that's fine, because yeah, there's a few options. She's like, maybe me? I have a half strand left in this diamond shape. This is $13 for the half strand. 10 by 15 millimeter. Let's see if I can pull it out without making a total mess. Yeah, I'll get you checked out, Deuce, and add that to Cactus. Oh gosh, you have some pretty things in here. I love it. All right, we've got one at 16. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at 7. Yeah, I'll get you next, Crafts. 1 at 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 4 for those birds. So 74 today. Okay, Kim. No problem. Yeah, I get it. Cool. Yeah, we'll do a run of checkouts here real quick for you guys. There you go, Deuce. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. First purchase. Love it. Thank you so much. Crafts and then Gray Pearl. Crafts, I did add you up the other day just to help get a jump on things. So you're at 38. I know. I thought I was going to say that and it made me laugh. All right, Crafts, there you go. And Gray Pearl, I think I added you up too, but then you got a couple more things, which is awesome. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much, Crafts. All right, I did. Okay. So Gray Pearl, you're at 57. And then we added those for 12. So 69. Okay. If you do, I'll just send you a message. It's okay. Carolyn, I'm probably going to do another like 20 minutes or so, I would guess. But also if you see something that's in a checkout that you're like, can you show that again? Please let me know, because I know you didn't, I don't think you've been here the whole time. So that's a good way for you to and a lot of these are from all week long too, but we can go back. All right, Gray Pearl. Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're welcome. All right, turquoise. These are cool. These I'm not going to do half strands on because they're graduated. So that just means the beads at the ends are smaller than the beads in the middle. These are $26 for a full strand. And they're just little flat teardrops that go tiny here and get bigger towards the middle. So I have 3 of those strands. These are really cool.
Whoa.
Aren't they cool? Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, they are pretty.
Really nice blue, green, turquoise, deep color. I guess so. Yeah, love that. You could do a lot with them. You wouldn't have to keep them stranded like this. You could pair them up for earrings pretty easily. Break them apart. I loved the color on those. And again, the price point, $26 for a full strand of turquoise. Unreal. Okay, these, I only have half strands and 1 half strand available. This is an irregular round in a 10 millimeter size. This is $23 for the half strand. Gorgeous color again there. The full strand you can see there was 46. So half strand of those. And then I have a half strand of 8 millimeter rondelles. And the half strand's 29. Oh man, those are cool though. Those are incredible. So I have those. These are 46 for a full strand. And this is a 10 millimeter rustic coin. Some of these holes are off center, which they do that intentionally. So when you string them together, they kind of overlap each other, which is kind of a cool effect. But know that some of these beads on here are drilled with that intention. Oh man, they're so pretty. 46 for a full strand, half strands for 23. Wow, look at that one. That's so pretty. And again, really rustic in shape there. They're not super consistent, but the color blew me away on those. These are 22 for a full strand. These, again, I'm not going to do half strands on because they're this gradient color or color blocked, however you want to describe that, variegated. $22 a strand. And this is a 3 millimeter, and that's like a beveled cube in that color blocked pattern. $22 a strand. These strands are 15 1/4 inches long. I love those so much. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The last of the turquoise. These are incredible. These are 110 for a full strand. I do have a half strand for 55. That half strand is really blue. Really cool. 8 millimeter turquoise nuggets. Absolutely. Don't be sorry about that. Absolutely, we can do that. It's hard to know what you want until you see all the options. I understand that. So I'm always happy to go back. 10 millimeter cushion cut. These are amazing. They're so cool. At a Maybes and the graduated one. You're so cute. A full strand on the Maybes, which is the rectangle, right? I'll give you, I like this strand better, but if you have, you tell me. I like the right one better. But you're buying them, so if you like the left one better, you tell me. Yep. I agree. And then let's pull these out, and then we'll pull out the nuggets for you, Carolyn. The teardrops, the graduated teardrops. Is that the other one you were looking at? One. And again, these are all a little bit different. Let's see if I can get them on there. So we did number 1, number 2, number 3. If you have a preference on any of those. Okay. I like this one, I think. Chula, the last square one, the big cushions, or the rectangle? These big squares, these are 110 for a full strand, 55 for a half. These are 13 for a half, and I think I have one strand left. Where'd it go? Yeah, 26 for a full, 13 for a half. And then let's get those 8mm nuggets out as well. The rectangle. Cool. Yeah, so 26 for a full strand, or I do have a half strand for 13. The half, you got it. Hi, Candy. How are you? How you doing, my friend? You get some good rest? All right, Carolyn. Here are the 10mm, 8mm nuggets. Sorry, $10 for a half strand, 20 for a full strand. I have 2 full strands left. These are cool because most of the turquoise I have is more in the blue side of things, but these really have the green and almost like olive green tones in some of the strands. It's very cool. Full strand on the right. Yes, look how pretty that is.
Whoa.
Exactly. Whoa.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the turquoise. And just like before, if there's anything you guys want me to go back to, I'm always happy to do that for you. These are cool. I know they're pricey. They're really pricey, but they're amazing. I know, right? This is the most turquoise I've ever stocked on because I had people asking for it, and I was like, okay. And when I left Tucson, I felt nervous because I was like, I spent a lot on turquoise, and I've sold through most of it at this point. And that was, I mean, Tucson was not that long ago. 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago?
I know, that's it.
It was 6 weeks ago until you got back from Tucson.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Super crazy. So Carolyn, let's do this for you. Usually I do like 3 shows a week, usually sometimes 4, Monday through Thursday, or in this case, Monday through Saturday this week. So I let you guys keep your baskets open through the week. So I'm having people check out today, but I know you have not been in the show terribly long. Today, I stream all of my shows to YouTube and Facebook. So in my show notes, you can see how to find me on both of those platforms. And you can rewatch any of my shows for the week. Send me screenshots of things that you would like, or a description, or whatever's easiest for you. And I can get that added to your basket. And after you have a chance to do that, let me know, and I can send you a listing to pay for your order, so you don't have to check out during the show. And then you can see everything we've done all week. I'm happy to do that for you. Yay. All right, I have 2 strands of these. These are Chevron Amethyst 6mm rounds, 15 3/4 inches long. These are $10 a strand. These are so cool. I know, I've not seen Chevron Amethyst this small. Usually it's in much larger sizes. So 6mm rounds, Chevron Amethyst. It's not the most purpley of amethysts, but the patterns are cool. So I grabbed them. And they're $10 a strand. So, I mean, really, there's no wrong answer here. Full strand on the right. You got it, Carolyn.
Sorry.
Love it, love it, love it. Kiddo's turning my light off on me. Okay. I want to do some labradorites. Ooh, there's one kyanite strand I missed. We did kyanite earlier today. But I missed this one. I have one of these left. $18 for the full strand. 12 by 8mm rustic tube, 15 3/4 inches long. So we got some carrier stone in there. Obviously, if these had been fully clean, these would not be $18 for the strand, but full strand for $18 on that kyanite. Rustic color. Shoo, excuse me. I'm going to do it again, I think. Okay, we're good. Rustic in color and rustic in the cut of bead, but you get that really cool kyanite. I know. Carolyn, watch the show back because I have some amazing kyanite. If you like kyanite, this is probably the least exciting of the kyanite I have. Let's put it that way. Okay. Ooh, I'll show these too. I'll show these. One strand left of these. That same kind of rustic tube, $18. This is black tourmalated quartz. Again, 12 by 8mm rustic tube, 15 3/4 inches long. And that's my last strand of these. I love black tourmalated quartz. I think it's so cool. I think each little bead tells its own little story, has its own little party inside of it. They're amazing. I love them. All right, labradorite. I'll do some labradorite now. Labradorite is one that I don't think I will ever attempt to buy online because you just don't know how flashy it's gonna be until you get it. All right, so now I will say these are not the flashiest I have seen, but they do have decent flash, and some of these have some really interesting colors that they flash. You can I don't know if you just saw that one flashing red. A couple of these I've seen some purple in before. Really cool. These are $24 a strand. This is why I bought them, because they're $24 a strand. 10mm faceted squares, 15 3/4 inches long on each of these strands. They're so nice. I mean, for that price point, they're top notch. I think that one is a. Ooh, I don't know. I think they're pretty good. They're not duds, that's for sure. I do have half strands on these as well. $12 for a half strand. This one. Ooh, that one. That one is going purple. Can I get it to show on the camera? Can I get it? There it goes. Just a little bit. Look how pretty that blue is. Anyway, some really cool ones on there. Labradorite is one that it enchants me and I get absorbed in watching it. So, just heads up on that. These are amazing. $18 a strand. Looks like I have 3 strands left. They're just a little tangled on each other. 3 strands left. These are 4.5 millimeter faceted cubes, 15 1/4 inches long. $18 for a full strand on these. They are beautiful. They're faceted so nicely. They have a lot of good flash in them. You can see as I move through these, they're yummy. I like yummy beads. I have some sponge coral. And I have a little bit of red coral. Thank you, Chula. I love labradorite. It might be my top favorite. I have a lot of favorites. It might be my most favorite. Did you get some of my red coral? I have a little rondelle and a little rice. I feel like maybe you bought some of that in the red coral, but maybe I'm not remembering right. Okay, these are 3.5 millimeter, and these are a beveled cube, 15 1/4 inches long. And these are $16 a strand. One of these, yeah, I was asking you, yeah. I'll show you again. Maybe it'll ring a bell or I can look it up. Okay, that's okay. I'll show you what I have. I feel like it was you asking not too long ago, but maybe it was somebody else. Sure, we'll get you checked out, Kim. Little 3 millimeter beveled cubes, labradorite again. Good little amounts of flash on those tiny beads. I also love that these are really pretty transparent stones. They're not cloudy really, which is cool. No. Okay, so here's the trick, Cactus Buddies. Go to the tracking number and sign up for like text message alerts or email alerts for updates, status updates. And for whatever reason, I have had a 99.9% success rate on getting packages back in the flow of things when I do that. It's got to be a coincidence because it doesn't seem like that would be logically make any sense. But it has only not worked one time for me in the however many years I've been shipping now. A lot of years. All right, Kim. We got one at 16, one at 14, one at 12. Sorry, sorting. 5. We got one more at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 at 2. 103. All right, there you go, Kim. Thank you. Also, Cactus, message me just like a something, and I will try and remember to go in, because if it's been sitting for longer than I think 10 business days, I can request a package search as the sender. So send me a little note to remind me to look into it. I'm happy to do that too. Okay. One more labradorite. Oh, it worked. Good. Oh, good. I hate when things get stuck. I hate it. All right, $12 a strand. We have little 5mm rounds in labradorite, 14 1/4 inch long strands for $12. Again, nice flash for this tiny little stone. I mean, they're not teeny tiny, they're 5mm, but you know, when you have less surface area, you're less likely to have this flashy spots, and these have really nice flashy spots on them. 5mm rounds, a little bit shorter strand at 14 1/4 inches long, but they're $12. Okay. Let's find some red coral. I'm going to look it up too for you, Cactus. I think, because it's in my mind that you got some of these, and I don't want you to have double if you don't want double. Oh, maybe it wasn't you. Oh, guess it wasn't you. Sorry. I wonder who it was. Okay. Okay. Let's do the coral. Was this somebody else asking for coral? Not that long ago. All right, here. So here's some of the red coral I have. These are $12 a strand, 5x7mm rice shaped. 16 inches long on these. So I have that one. One of those for Cactus. Oh, it's pretty with the turquoise. It's so pretty. These are $10 a strand. These are just little rondelles. $10, 4.5mm rondelles. These are 15 3/4 inch long strands for $10. They're not like super consistent rondelles, but they're still good. One for Am Torres. And then I have these kind of teardrops. These are bamboo coral. I have one full strand for $22, or I have a half strand for $11. These are about a 9x12mm teardrop. Full strand is 16 inches long. $22 for the full strand, $11 for the half strand. These are fun. They're very natural as far as the shape goes. Half for Chula, and if somebody else wants a half, I'm happy to cut this one up too. So we can still have one whole or two halves. Because math, right? Math. So I have those, and then I have. Oh, actually, let me show you these two. These are cool. I only have a half strand of these. This is bamboo coral. This is $9 for the half strand. Really cool chunkies. Chula for the half. And then this is sponge coral, or apple coral, it's known as sometimes. These are $16 a strand, and these are 12mm rounds, 14 3/4 inch long strands. These are cool. You get a little bit more variation in each bead. They're not like, consistent like the red coral is. They're also a little lighter weight, and the finish, while it's polished, it's not super, super shiny. Add a rondelle to your Cactus, you got it. Yeah, I think the rondelles are great. Little $10 strand, tons of little spacers. Love it. Yeah, these are cool. I like those too. I think that's what I have in red coral. I had some blue coral I showed at the beginning of the show. Do you want to see some blue coral? They're larger shapes, but or if anybody missed it and wants me to go back, just a couple of them. All right. I think I showed these. It's not as common. But it's cool. I've only seen it a couple times. There we go. And I've been buying and selling beads since August of 2000. So this is the oval. These are $16 a strand, and the ovals are 16 by 12 millimeters. These strands are the full 16 inches as well. Isn't that cool? You can see a lot of the coral pattern on them, which is something I find super interesting. And then I have 11 millimeter rounds. That's a funny size. 11 millimeter rounds, $16 a strand on those as well. Really cool, right? I like that they're a little polka dotty. So I have those two styles in the blue coral. Yeah, it's so interesting. Like I said, it's not as common, so I was pretty excited to find some. But it's still a really good price point. We were playing earlier. This was really pretty with some of the rustic kyanite I have that is blue kyanite, but it has a lot of the brown in it. They looked cool with that. Oh, I'm going to do these. All right, I probably should start wrapping things up. All right, I have 2 strands of these. These are a little more expensive because they are so clear. Look at how clear that quartz is. This is black tourmalated quartz. These are 4 millimeter rounds. They're $18 a strand, and they're about 15.5 inches long. A lot of times, tourmalated quartz beads are really cloudy, where you get full strands. Well, even that's not like a super great example, but full strands that have no transparency to them. And these are so clean and clear. They're amazing. I love them. I'm in love with these. $18 a strand, 4 millimeter rounds. Black tourmalated quartz. Just incredible. I think they're amazing. Okay. Any other stone requests? We didn't do blue lace. We didn't do. Have some mixes. Anything that you saw earlier that you're like, I actually need that, let me know. All right, so let's do this then. Carolyn, I already talked to you about rewatching things, so I'm happy to let you rewatch if you want to rewatch the week's shows and then message me. Cactus, you ready to check out? Awesome. And we'll just get going with checkouts. If you have any questions in the meantime, or if you're somebody who, like Carolyn, just came in later or missed the shows for the week and want to rewatch before you pay, that's totally fine. Just let me know. Just communicate with me. That's really all I ask. We got 1 at 10, 1 at 12. Emperor's checkout. Okay. 1 and 2 at 26. Whatnot didn't like that, but yes, shoot me a message. I can still see it. I always hate when that happens because it's like Only one time has somebody been being malicious when it's been redlined like that. These are 24. And these are 16. And we have a half strand for 13. Shoot me a message anytime. Oh, you're okay. What? Wait, even... Oh, I see. No worries. I find humor in it. Cactus, that puts you at 127 today. Hey, you guys. Also, Cactus Buddy Studio is a seller on here, and her shows are so fun. So make sure you guys bookmark and follow her as well. There you go. Thank you so much. We also, I sell like melon shaped beads, and anytime people like write, I need melons or something like that in the chat, that always gets redlined, always gets muted. Thank you so much, Cactus. Appreciate you. Yay. And then Torres. I got one at 20 and one at 10. Hey, I can do that math. I don't need my Excel. 30 for you today. How's the weather out there this weekend? Is it going to be nice like last weekend or ugly? You never know this time of year. It's such a roller coaster everywhere. All right, got you running, Torres. I also asked you like 6 questions and then ran your thing. So today cold, probably possibly tomorrow possibly 60. 60 is good. 60 is nice. I'll take 60. I remember one year, Torres, we went out there for spring break to spend some time with my nieces and nephew and my in-laws. And we were in line for the shed, and the line was so long, and the wind was coming off the lake, and it was freezing. I think I probably told you this. My sister-in-law went in and bought annual passes so we could skip the line. She's like, I don't care if we don't come back. We're going in. It was kind of funny. All right, who else do I have? Chula, you ready? I have a bunch of people I don't think I saw today. A Whimsy, Circus, April. Oh no, that one not April. Nancy's live now. Paige, Sax, Madison, Carolyn's gonna message me. Stephanie, Sunshine and Stardust, Unfiltered, Diamond's mom. Anybody here? Chula's ready. Yesterday was very windy. I don't like the wind in general, but the wind in Chicago because of the lake is something else, that's for sure. All right, Chula, we got one at 9, one at 11. Ooh, those are cool together. They should be. They're both bamboo agate, or bamboo coral, sorry. One at 13. I got 1 and 2 at 14. 1 at 15. Another at 12. And 2 at 6. So an even 100 for you, Chula. I love it when things land nice round numbers like that. Sometimes it's just the little things that make me happy. All right, Chula, there you go. You're running. Thank you so much. I don't think I've seen anybody else in here that has an open basket that I haven't talked to. Awesome. Thank you so much. Carolyn, if you have trouble finding links to any of the videos or whatever, just send me a message. I'll help you out best I can. So let's get some yummy beads in your hands. You guys, thank you so much. I will be back on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. I don't even know what we're doing Monday. Probably some variation of check glass, charms, and stone. I don't know what order, but should be fun. Thank you so much, Cactus. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend as well. We're going to go right into Nancy's show. Thank you, guys. I will see you on Monday.